5 years ago, I made a video titled If Marines Were Pirates and gave them bounties for fun. 5 years later, in chapter 1056, it was revealed that Mihawk and Crocodile work under Buggy. They are in the organization Cross Guild, and Buggy puts bounties on Marines' heads. So after 5 years, I decided to make another one, an updated video about Marines' bounties. But this time, it might actually come true. Before we start, I want to ask you to subscribe and like this video. I hope you'll enjoy it. Let's start. In this chapter, we saw a few bounty examples and they do not look like the original bounty posters. On top of the poster, it is written reward. Down at the bottom there, we can see the Marines' names, and instead of the price, there are the stars. Of course, the stronger the Marine, the higher the bounty will be. In this situation, stars. But what do these stars mean? For example, if 1 star is equal to 100 million berries, it makes no sense, cause some weak Marine with 1 star will be equal to 100 million, and a 5-star strong Marine, maybe even an admiral, will be equal to 500 million, so the rewards and math are wrong in this situation. Before we get more information about these stars, let's group the Marines by their star levels and give them normal bounties like pirates have. Let's start. Helmeppo is a Marine officer and Morgan's son. Once a spoiled child who took advantage of his father's status, he is now a Marine lieutenant commander who trained with Kobe under Vice Admiral Garp. Having trained alongside Kobe in the Marines, Helmeppo has gained some measure of fighting ability. Helmeppo's weapon of choice are a pair of kukri, which he keeps at the back of his waist with his belt. He was seen using them against Zoro when they met again in Water 7. However, he was still no match for Zoro. After the time skip, we saw Helmeppo attacking the pirates' submarine and defeating the pirates. I think his bounty would be around 200 million bellies. Ship Cutter T-Bone is a former knight and currently a Marine officer. T-Bone is well known for his mastery in swordsmanship. He is skilled enough to send attacks composed of blue lines of compressed air acting as blades, something only the strongest swordsmen like Roronoa Zoro and Dracul Mihawk have been capable of. Those are powerful enough to cut through trains, boats, and sea kings. Bounty of 230 million bellies. Captain Tashigi is a Marine officer serving under Vice Admiral Smoker in the base of G5. Tashigi is a skilled swordsman capable of defeating 2 pirates in Logetown with little effort. She knows a lot about swords, as shown in the sword shop at Logetown. She's also been seen carrying her sword on both her left and right side, suggesting that she's capable of comfortably drawing it with either hand. Possible bounty, 150 million bellies. Black Cage Hina is a Marine officer and former classmate of Vice Admiral Smoker. She was originally introduced as a captain. During the time skip, she was promoted to the rank of Rear Admiral. She is a skilled unarmed combatant and was able, with the aid of her Devil Fruit, to beat Mr. 2 Bonkure, a powerful hand-to-hand fighter in one-on-one battle. She received the nickname Hina the Black Cage because of her Devil Fruit that allows her to perform restraints on people by swiping her limbs through them. She can let others pass through her body, leaving them trapped in a ring of iron. She can also extend her arms to form a cage which traps anyone who interacts with its bars. I think she would have a bounty of 300 million berries. Shark Cutter Bastille is the shortest known giant who serves as a Marine Vice Admiral. After the time skip in Dressrosa, he carries a large Zambato with a design similar to a cleaver called the Samekiri Bacho. It was broken by Sabo. He was defeated by Sabo easily, but I don't think that he is weak. Sabo is just too strong. 360 million belly bounty. Kobe is a Marine captain who trained together with Helmeppo under Vice Admiral Garp's supervision. When a pirate crew shot a torpedo at the Dressrosa Province Kingdom convoy to the Levely, Kobe swam up to it and redirected its path. He became really fast and strong. Also, after the abolishment of the 7 warlords of the sea system, Kobe headed for Amazon Lily to capture Boa Hancock, and we know how strong Boa is. I think Kobe would have a bounty of at least 400 million bellies. Smoker the White Hunter is a Marine officer stationed at the G5 base. Smoker is a formidable combatant, as on top of his sheer strength, his Loggia Devil Fruit abilities set him apart from most Marines. As evident of his strong build, Smoker possesses incredible physical strength. He also has great endurance and resistance. He can manipulate the smoke's density to make it thick or thin, allowing him to hold and constrict others with it. Loggia Devil Fruits are too powerful, so a strong character like Smoker would have around 500 million bellies. Sentamaru is the bodyguard of Vegapunk and is in command of the Marines Science Unit. After the time skip, he has become a full-fledged Marine officer. Sentamaru claims to be a world-class guard. His fighting style is similar to that of Bartholomew Kuma, standing like a sumo wrestler and striking with open palm thrusts which are enhanced through the use of haki. He is faster than his size. He has strong armament haki and claims to have the world's greatest defense, so I think his bounty would be 500 million bellies. Vice Admiral Momonga is a Marine officer and one of the 5 Vice Admirals who had led the Buster Call on Eni's lobby. He can use at least 2 of the Rokushiki techniques. He used Soru and Geppo against Luffy, and also he seems to be a very proficient swordsman, as seen when he killed a Sea King with his sword. He is really underrated, and I think his bounty would also be 500 million bellies. Vice Admiral Onigumo has enough stealth and speed to pin down Marco and clasp a sea stone cuff onto his wrist. He possesses a currently unknown devil fruit. He can grow spider-like black arms from his hair as well as spider-like abdomen. 600 million belly bounty. Tsuru is a Marine Vice Admiral. Tsuru is easily one of the most powerful Marines, being a part of the same generation of Marines as Garp and Sengoku. Tsuru was strong enough to strike intense fear into Don Flamingo. She ate the Woshu Woshu no Mi that allows her to literally wash and hang out to dry people and objects as if they were clothes, turning them into flat and malleable like clothes. A bounty of 800 million bellies. Magellan is the Vice Warden of Impel Dawn. According to Mr. 2 Bonkure, Magellan is known to silence even the most ultimate of prisoners. Indeed, because all prisoners are afraid of him. Even 2 former Shichibukai, Crocodile and Jinbei, were concerned of Magellan's upcoming rival. Even without his devil fruit powers, Magellan is far stronger than normal humans. He ate the Doku Doku no Mi that allows him to generate and manipulate poison. Magellan can produce these poisons in different strength and forms, such as breathing simple and minor toxic gas, to put subordinates in place. A bounty of at least 1.2 billion berries. Fujitora is a Marine Admiral. In terms of combat strength, Fujitora is considered to be one of the strongest fighters within the entire world government. Fujitora is strong enough to have Akainu's confidence in dealing with both Luffy and Law. He has strong haki, strong defense, and his devil fruit grants him the ability to manipulate gravity. A bounty of 1.3 billion berries. Aramaki, better known by his alias Ryokugyu, is an admiral in the Marines. He attained his rank during the 2-year time skip along with Fujitora. He ate the Mori Mori no Mi that allows him to create, control, and transform his body into plant life. The plants he creates can be grown rapidly and moved around freely, seemingly not being limited by any rigidity that some plants such as trees normally possess. Also, he seems more evil and violent than Fujitora, so I think his bounty would be around 1.5 billion belly. But I don't think he's stronger than him. Kizaru is an admiral. His presence at Sabaody was enough to cause a panic on the island among the pirates and make the entire population flee from the island, including the 11 supernovas. He has immense physical strength, he is capable of fighting Rayleigh and Whitebeard equally, and he has one of the strongest devil fruits in the series. I am sure he would have a bounty higher than 2 billion belly. I think Akainu would have been a dangerous pirate for civilians like Eustace Kid or Jack, so I think he deserves a bounty of 3 billion bellies. Don't forget that he is the current fleet admiral of the Marines. He has enormous stamina, being able to fight numerous enemies and being able to keep going without showing any signs of exhaustion. He was able to easily defeat Jinbei, Ivankov, and Inazuma. He possesses the Magu Magu no Mi, a Logia devil fruit which grants him the ability to transform his body into magma and manipulate it at will. Aokiji is nearly as strong as Akainu but less violent, so I think his bounty would be like Kizaru's, maybe a little bit higher. Sengoku the Buddha was the fleet admiral of the Marines before the time skip. He was also one of the major figures along with Whitebeard, Shiki, and Garp during the times when Roger was still alive. He is a tactical and strategic genius, has enormous strength, and a rarer than Logia mythical Zoan devil fruit that allows him to turn into a gigantic Daibutsu. Garp is a Marine Vice Admiral. Roger stated that he and Garp had almost killed each other on numerous occasions. Garp defeated and nearly killed Don Chinjao in the past with a single punch, whose bounty was worth over 500 million bellies. Another example of Garp's strength is when he was shown to easily strike down Marco despite having his devil fruit abilities activated at the same time, knocking him back, which was something that Kizaru and Akainu seemed unable to do. He is also a tremendously powerful and skilled hand-to-hand fighter. I think Sengoku and Garp's bounties would be around 3 billion bellies. That's all for today. Subscribe for more, and I hope you enjoyed.